So today is a sad day for us all. I just caught wind of this subject not that long ago, and I wanted to report on this as soon as possible. So, right before I was about to go to bed, I just got word about the Xbox 360 servers going to be shut down, at least for the marketplace. It's going to be shut down. And this is truly heartbreaking news because I loved my Xbox 360. I had a lot of fun with it, at least until I got the Red Ring of Death. But the Xbox 360 is one of the most legendary consoles and probably one of the best selling consoles in the game industry next to the Nintendo Switch. I mean, obviously, as time went on, the Nintendo Switch surpassed the 360, but I think we can all agree that the Xbox 360 is one of the best consoles for video games of all time. And unfortunately, Microsoft is going to be pulling the plug. Now, I do want to talk about this in terms of game preservation. And before I do get onto that, there's this article that talks about this a lot more. And I do want to pull up the article before I get onto the preservation side for trying to preserve the 360 and all that. So this article comes from tomshard.com. I'm going to read it to you all, and then we will talk after. Microsoft is retiring the Xbox 360 store and the Xbox 360 marketplace starting July 29th, 2024. That means you can no longer buy games, DLCs, or other content straight from your Xbox 360 console or through the Xbox Marketplace page. Microsoft initially announced this change in August 2023 and is pushing through with the service closure this year. Nevertheless, shuttering these services doesn't mean you can't play your games anymore. David McCarthy, at least I hope I pronounced it right, the corporate VP for Xbox Player Services and now the COO for Microsoft Gaming, said this change will not affect your ability to play Xbox 360 games or DLCs you have already purchased. Xbox 360 game content previously purchased will still be available to play, not only on the Xbox 360 console, but also on the Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S devices through backwards compatibility, which I'll talk about in a second. Furthermore, you will still retain access to all the games you bought on the Xbox 360 store or through the marketplace. Even if you deleted a previously purchased game, you can still re-download it on your Xbox 360 through the download history menu in your account settings. And if you upgraded to the Xbox One or Xbox Series X or S, you can still access your games from the 360 store through backwards compatibility. Okay, so let's talk about this, and there's a lot to uncover here. So, first, I want to talk about is the downloading side, like the digital content side. So, basically, they're shutting down the marketplace. So, if you're looking for that one game that you really wanted to buy, I you won't be able to get it anymore on the Xbox 360 marketplace because they're shuttering those servers and it will no longer be available. Unless you did it like last second or something and you decided to download it before they shut the servers down, then I give you kudos and props to you for making the trigger pull at the last second. My dumb butt would never be able to do something like that. But on a more serious note, though, the fact that Microsoft is now shutting down the 360 servers just makes it sad because now all those games that people were looking forward to and they wanted to get them, they can't get them anymore. They're going to be gone and basically eradicated and they will not be preserved. So let's just say, for example, there's a new Call of Duty game called Call of Duty Gulf War or Call of Duty Pacific Rim, for example. Obviously, they're not real, but just this is an example. Let's just say this was available on the marketplace for the Xbox 360, and Microsoft just shut down the servers, and you did not download it yet, you will never be able to download that, and it's just gone for good. So, any games that you were wanting to buy for your Xbox 360, at this point, it's too late because Microsoft has just pulled the plug, and now all those games are gone, and they're basically not available for preservation reasons. But however, there is still good news. Like the article said, if you have already downloaded content for like the Xbox 360, like let's say if you already had some DLC installed for, let's say, Gears of War 3, and you had all the DLC packs and camos and stuff, those things that were already downloaded will stay on your console, and any games that you bought digitally will still be available to download, and you can still access them through like your console settings, and you got to check your download history. So as long as you have those games installed, you should be able to play those. Now, you might be wondering, hold your horses, Nightwing. Time out for a second. What if I have a physical copy of the game? What if I still want to play, let's say, like Halo 3 with my brothers or sisters that really like playing Halo? What if I still have a physical copy of that game and I still want to play it? Can I still play it locally, like offline with my friends or my family? As long as you have the physical copy of the game, you should be fine. And as long as if you have a digital copy of the game already downloaded, you should be okay. Now, you might be wondering this as well. Well, Nightwing, I don't have an Xbox 360. I have an Xbox One and a Xbox Series X and S. And I have Xbox 360 games in my Xbox history. Can I still download those things from the 360 onto my newer consoles? The easiest way I can explain this is as long as you have already purchased anything you have already bought on the 360, like I mentioned earlier, as long as you have already downloaded or purchased like any DLC for, like, let's say Call of Duty Black Ops 2, for example, and as long as you bought that game, and as long as you already bought those DLCs, you should be okay and you should be in the clear. And if you want to get them on your newer consoles, they should still be available in your download history for Xbox. I don't know what it is, but at least in my opinion, the timing for all this is very interesting to me because, like, a couple months ago, I talked about how Xbox or Microsoft is basically doomed because of their horrible PR stunt that they given out due to them shutting down Hi-Fi Rush, which was an award-winning studio, and Microsoft has basically been in a downward spiral trend since then. And now all of a sudden, they're coming out of the woodworks, basically trying to, I guess, try and preserve the Xbox 360 titles. So, in a way, I guess they're trying to make this a pro consumer move, meaning by making the Xbox 360 games available to play on your newer Xbox consoles through backwards compatibility. So, if you have anything downloaded on your Xbox 360 that you want to try and get on your Xbox One or your Xbox Series X or S or the Sexbox, whatever the heck it's called, Xbox Series X and S, Jesus Christ, but the Sexbox, that's what I'm calling it now, Jesus Christ. But if you want to get your Xbox 360 games on the newer consoles, now is the time to do it. Because, once again, this is all coming at an interesting time, it seems like. Because a couple months ago, Microsoft has been going on a downward spiral trend, and now all of a sudden, they're trying to, I don't want to say do damage control, but I guess in a way, they're trying to pay respects to not only the 360, but they're trying to, I guess, make things more consumer friendly for the Xbox players. Because, again, just because they're shutting down the 360 servers, as long as you have those games installed and downloaded, you can still get access to them through the downloads on your consoles that way. But this is just sad, man, to see the Xbox 360 store shut down and basically the other services go along with it. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Xbox 360 did have some negatives to it, like the red ring of death. I loved my Xbox 360. I played that thing to oblivion and I loved that thing a lot, but even I knew that the thing had a downside. I literally got the red ring of death on the Xbox 360, and it was just really sad. I was about to play Black Ops 2 with a friend of mine like a couple years ago, and then one of my friends even pointed out, like, holy crap, you just got the red ring of death, my friend. Ugh, man, like, what I wouldn't do just to play the older games again on an Xbox 360, but at this point, I don't know anymore, man. Like, this is just unfortunate news because the Xbox 360 was part of the golden age for gaming. I think we can all agree on that. The Xbox 360 and like PS3 were like the golden age of gaming. And now seeing things just go away in 2024, it's just unfortunate, man. And it just makes me sad to see all these things just happen right now. Because, once again, the Xbox 360 was a great console, and it still should have been preserved, and it should still be available today. But it's just sad to see things go this way. But unfortunately, this is the reality we live in. So I guess all I can really say at this point is if you have any Xbox 360 stuff already downloaded that you want to get onto your newer consoles like the Xbox One or Xbox Series X or S, now is the time to do it. So, with this being said, thank you everyone for watching and for listening. So, I guess my only request for everyone is can we get an F in the not the description. An F, can we press F to pay respects in the comment section? I almost said can we get an F in chat for a second, but no, I'm not streaming. I'm not streaming, you goddamn goofball. Come on, I'm making a video here. But with this being said, thank you everyone for watching and for listening, and until next time, I'm paying my respects to the Xbox 360 and I'm sad to see it go. And I'll see you all later.